Hey y'all, Blanche here. How's it going today? Well, recently I acquired a set of Sigma brushes, and it is the pink set. And today what I'd like to do is compare the pink set with the original black set. Now, I've had this set for, Lord, a year? Ever since the Sigma brushes really originally came out. And these are the new pink set. So I thought what I'd do is compare each brush side by side from the two sets and see if they're any different, or see if they've made improvements to the brushes in the time that they've been out, or if the older set are better. First thing I'd like to do is compare the two brush rolls. This roll here feels a lot thinner, like the material is thinner than the hefty vinyl leather material of the black set. Now, I don't know if the current black set that they're selling comes in this case, or if it's just a black version of this. Although this is lighter, and if you'll notice, it's probably a little bit thinner. So that's my opinion on the two cases. You know, they've got this heavy-duty magnet here that keeps them closed. That's actually something that I was not happy with on this particular brush roll. On this one, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like the metal piece feels like it could come off, because the magnet is so strong. But I'm not sure if that's just a fault with this one, or if that's a fault with all of the pink ones. But this is definitely a really good brush roll. And if you open it, you can see that it has a nice flap that covers your brushes, and there is room for 3 or 4 more brushes depending on what size brushes you put in. Now let's compare each of the brushes themselves. Okay, both sets of brushes here have been recently washed and deep cleaned. You've got your SS150 on both. Now, I know, actually this one is looking a bit dusty, and oh, that's just the way the light's hitting it. I was going to say it looks a bit dusty and I haven't even used it, but that's just the way the light's hitting it. They've recently renamed the brushes so that they have a different numbering scheme. So if you were to order today, I don't know if you would get the ones like this one that are named 150, or if you would get whatever the new name is. But both of these brushes are pretty much identical. You can see I'm holding them this way. They're rounded. Yeah, this is a good brush. I use it all the time for powder, like dusting powder and stuff. It's a good brush. No real difference between the two. The next one I'm going to compare is the SS187. Again, there's not a whole lot of difference. My brushes are a bit creased because they've been in the brush roll. Not a whole lot of difference. The handle length is the same. And going by this side, they're about the same. This one is stained a little bit yellow. There's been a lot going around that the metal part of Sigma brushes are loose. On my black set, it's loose. And I never let brushes dry this upright. When I wash them, I either dry them down, wrapped in toilet paper. There's a link to a video that talks all about that. Or I let them dry laying down. With these large brushes, I always let them now dry head down. But so far, these brushes are about the same. The next brush, the SS168, again, this one's a bit loose. This one is not. This one's rock solid in there. They are nearly identical brushes. This one is stained a bit because I used some Ben Nye red blush, and it is very pigmented and it's stained. But yeah, these are really good for contour, blush, just any kind of cheek application. But very, very nice brush. The SS190 is a flat synthetic brush, and again, these are pretty much the same. Handles are the same length. The metal part is the same. Good foundation brush. I use this all the time. Now is when we start getting into some differences. This is the SS252 in the pink set, and this is the 252 from the black set. Notice, I'm going to make sure and hold these exactly side by side. Look at the difference in the size. The pink set is a lot longer and wider and thicker than the black set. And if you'll notice, I don't know how well this is showing up, the handle for the pink set is thicker as well. I think I might prefer the black set to the pink set, just because on my eyes this is large. This one's a bit more manageable for padding color on my eyelid or for blending upward. So yeah, the black set is a lot smaller on that one. Now for the SS224 brush, these again are very different. Let me fluff it up. The black set, let me make sure that the handles are about the same, but my black set is a bit rounded on top, but it's very narrow. This one, and these have both been washed, is very puffy and splayed out. It's just and the hairs are much longer. So you can see that it's just a bigger brush. There's been a lot of people that say that this isn't a good brush to get in the crease of their eye, especially if they have small eyes. This one is a lot bigger, and this one doesn't make a good crease brush in my opinion. It's good. I think it's wonderful for blending an all-over wash of color, or once you've got your crease color laid in, if you're going to then blend it upwards towards the eyebrow. Wonderful brush. Again, these are really soft brushes too. I think I've forgotten to mention the texture of the brushes. They feel like they're made from the same hairs, but if you'll notice, I don't know if you can tell my stupid camera. Let me see if I can get it to shift focus. there are a few lighter color hairs on the black set than there is on the pink set. So it's like these are solid black. This one has some natural brown hairs in it. The SS239 is, again, this one is pretty close. Except, I don't know how well my camera's going to pick it up. The pink set is thicker. It's fluffier this way, and the metal doesn't appear to be crimped quite as much on the pink set, so it's thicker. To me, this then makes it a good brush for patting color onto your brow highlight. Actually, they both work about the same. This one, the pink one, is just a bit fluffier. The SS219 brush is, again, very different. The pink set is a lot more pointed, where the black set is more rounded. And again, I don't know how well my camera is going to pick it up, but the metal end of the brush is just narrower on the pink set. I've heard a lot of people commenting on this say that this brush was too big for getting like really fine pointed work for blending under your eyes or laying a crease in. I think this one is going to work better for doing that. It's a finer end and just a smaller brush. Now the SS275 is now larger than the black set. You line these up so you can see. You can see that let's do it this way so that we're going longest part to longest part. The hairs on the pink set are longer, it's wider, and it is fuller than the black set. I use this one a lot for laying color like here. I should say I use this one. And I think this one just fits my eye better than the other one. Now the 194 brush, the SS194, these are about the same. This one is stained. Mine's stained recently. It's been washed. It's been sanitized. But I used a Mayron cream color on it, and it totally stained the hairs. So I'm hoping that that will continue to fade here after a few more washes. We'll see. But these are about the same. The hairs might be just a little longer on the pink set, but I'm going to hold it this way. You can see the handle is just a bit longer on the pink set as well. So it's just a slightly longer brush. Now for the SS266 brush, they're very similar. Again, because it's angled, I'll turn it this way. I think they're about the same. The handles are the same length, and the hairs are the same length. The pink one may be a little thicker, maybe not quite crimped as much as the black one, but they're very similar. The SS209, this is the last brush. These are very similar, but again, the metal part, the metal tip, is smaller. If you look at the shape of it, you can probably see that it has more of an angle, and it's the ferrule is longer than the one on the black one, while the handles are just about the same length. So I don't use this brush a whole lot for eyelining, because I believe that that's what this one is supposed to be, an eyeliner brush. I use this mainly like if I'm going to put a black, like a hard sharp crease, like I'll put a black color right here and then blend it out. So I think either one will work for it. This one may be, since it's got a bit of a finer point, it may be better for eyelining. I'll have to test that one out and let you know. So what I would say is that there are some brushes that are the same. There are some brushes that are quite a bit different. So if you've got one of the black sets and you've been thinking, hey, do I want a pink set? Do I want to get another set of the same brushes? I would actually recommend doing it, just because they're different, just because they are different. Like, say, you've got both of these brushes. These brushes do two totally different things. This one is a good, good crease blending brush, or blending your eyelid color. This one here, maybe not so much as a crease brush, but it would be good for laying in a solid wash of color all over your eyelid. Just two different opinions. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a drag makeup tutorial. I don't know if you're going to see this before or after that one, using only the pink set of brushes. So if you're a beginning drag queen, you'll see that this set of brushes is really all you need to get you started. And I will be posting that very soon. I love you all. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.